Paranormal.
Welcome to Radio Paranormal.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello.
Super Bowl Sunday. Yay.
Barkus
Sports.
Parade Sunday for me.
Sports ball.
Oh, dog parade.
Yeah, you did go to a dog parade. Tell me
Okay.
about the dog parade.
Oh my God, you're going to laugh. Okay.
I
So
wanna know.
my grandkids came down to watch dog parade with us. So stepdaughter, son-in-law, 3 grandkids. The youngest is 3, Matthew. They brought their dog Camp. Yes, one of the kids named that dog. To go to the dog parade, right? So they come back to our house after to pick up some stuff. And we're hanging around the house. Now, I live in a very small space, and it's a shared courtyard with 2 other groups of people.
Right.
And just so everyone knows, I do have indoor plumbing. I do have a bathroom.
I don't
But
believe it.
but instead, my 3-year-old grandson standing in the courtyard
That's my boy.
just decides to country pee.
Atta boy. Bring him on up here to the Appalachian Mountains. He'll fit right in up there.
Just
Like, I'm going to buy him a shirt that says I pee outside.
he needs it. He did. So of course, they're trying to potty train him, so they don't want to get on him because he didn't go in his pants. But
I mean,
we're all laughing because
there's only 2 times a man can get away with that kind of indecent exposure. And that's when you're a kid and when you're old. Other than that, you go to jail. So let him have what he needs there. Attaboy,
he was
son.
just
Get him.
giggling away and doing the little boy hose thing. It was just like, oh my God.
I love it. I mean, why not?
Hey, Carol.
Let it flow. Let it flow. What? Okay. Hello, everybody. That's tuning in on this wild, wonderful. There's some sort of sports thing going on. We don't really care. We care
No.
about dog parades. That's what we care about here in the paranormal world. Dog parades and what else? We care about Paracon. Talk about a Paracon real quick.
So New Orleans Paracon.com. Hi, that's what's streaming on the bottom. By the way, we're actually streaming live on Instagram for the first time.
Whoa, hello Instagram. Am I
Hello,
famous?
everyone on Instagram. Yes. July 31st through August 2nd at the Astor Crown Plaza in the French Quarter. Packages start at $300 per couple, not per person. You know what's
That
funny?
means 2. That means 2.
One of our organizers said that there's some feedback about our packages, that it's so inexpensive. People think it's a scam. So
Oh no, we ain't scamming you.
So Chris is tempted to raise the packages because people think it's too inexpensive.
Yeah.
Lots of reasons for that. We want to give people a good value. We've heard a lot of feedback about how Paracons are becoming way too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to be able to spend money at the vendors, buy some stuff you like, take a class you want to take, go on a ghost hunt you want to take. There's going to be charities there. A lot of Paracons benefit a specific charity. We decided to be for profit, but keep the profit low. And so if you want to donate to a charity there'll be several. Then you're able to put your money where you want it to go. So I don't know, lots of reasons. But so the ultimate package, the platinum package, we only have 6 left. The VIP, we only have 6 left.
Get them. Don't give me one more 6.
No.
Okay, good. All right.
I won't talk about how many. No, Patty Negri, there's that number left.
Right, of course.
But lots of RIPs. And we are looking for vendors. We're looking for some vendors, some interactive vendors. I'd love to have aura photography. We are looking for somebody.
I'm interested in that too.
I think it
That's
would be
kinda
fun.
cool. I don't know anything about it. I've seen it at cons, whenever I get to walk around.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about it. I have a concept. I watch the X-Files. I know. But, anyway.
And we're looking for someone to sponsor a group called Louisiana Ghostbusters. So they go to Paracons and let people take pictures in the actual outfits from the movies or replica outfits. If this Paracon can fit them, the cars there and all that stuff. We're going to see if we can get their car outside, but they need a table sponsor. So anyone looking to help them out, their charity is cancer. So we're out of free stuff. We've donated tables to, we can't do it anymore. So if you're looking to sponsor someone to raise money for charity, there's an opportunity there. But buy package.
I mean, yeah. What? I just lost my whole train of thought. You see all this white in the beard? It's real. Like all kind of people are going to be there, and it's going to be more geared towards educational, not, let's go look at all the TV people. I mean, yeah, there's going to be some TV people. I mean, John Zaff is going to be there. Brad's going to be there. And then the other person, help me out. I'm dying.
Patty Negri, Ron Iacovetti, and Lourdes Gonzalez with the Digital Seance Experience. If you have not seen them and you have not seen their work, that is groundbreaking. And our guest tonight is going to be a featured speaker with you on a very, very special panel and discussion that is free. So if you buy your package, it is going to be a GA class and an event. You don't have to pay extra about a topic, quite honestly. Us non-engine folks, we don't get to hear a lot of.
I'm like the little engine that could. What? It's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be super fun. Would you like to introduce our guest, or we just want to jump into it?
I'm going to give her a short introduction because
my train's already off the rails. It's going to be a fun show.
I'm just going to give her a short intro on because I want her to tell us.
Yes.
And I don't want to be the one saying the word. So we have Carolina Raven Bush from Southern Specters Paranormal. So she is our guest tonight. She's also on our Native American panel. So
let's go ahead and bring her up now.
Here she is.
Raven.
Hey, ask Wally.
Hey, Lothario, how are you?
What does that
Good.
mean?
How are you guys doing? In the Hopi language, that means gratitude.
Okay. Thank you. See, I'm going to be asking you all sorts of stupid Native American.
Well, I guess I should have answered Kwakwai.
Hey, rock on, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I've lost it again. Take it over, Jennifer.
So, first things first, you're part of something. So when Chris and I started this whole Paracon thing, right? We intentionally left space at the beginning because we knew there was going to be someone or something or a combination that we were missing. And you became part of that thing we found we were missing. So tell us what that is. Explain from your perspective what you're going to be talking about and why we should talk about it.
Well, I think one thing that isn't talked much about is how different paranormal investigation is from an indigenous perspective, as opposed to like mainstream culture. We do approach things extremely differently. I think it's because like in my culture, things are really more of an animistic type thing in life. We believe that everything has a spirit. Spirits are supposed to be with us, and spirits are always around us. Where, I don't know, I don't want to say anything, I guess, derogatory, but I feel like mainstream paranormal investigation kind of treats spirits kind of like they're circus monkeys, and it's like, hey, light up my
mainstream
equipment,
paranormal is derogatory in and of itself. So it's fine.
But you're right, because you see these places advertised to go, I'm going to go investigate there. But why aren't we taking care of the spirits there? Why aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yep.
they're human.
Absolutely.
They just don't wear
Absolutely.
the human suit anymore, right? And
Exactly.
your culture is very, I guess, open to the choices the spirits have on the other side. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes, very much so. And additionally, we do believe that there are more than just human spirits with us as well. There are nature spirits. In my culture, we call those kachinas. And they do work under the guidance of and within the realm of what creator determines they should do. So, they're here. Don't treat them with respect. Don't treat them like trained circus monkeys because they're
Mhm.
not. They're
Have you
sentient beings.
You're gonna have a really good time talking to, I think a lot of our voodoo and other we would call alternative spiritual practices people, because you really have a lot of similarities.
I'm very fascinated by voodoo, and every time I go to New Orleans, I just find that the alternative people on the spiritual realm there are very interesting and intriguing people, and they do have a good grasp of kind of where I'm coming from, and I grasp where they're
Mhm.
coming from. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to immerse myself more and learn more about what they do.
Well, I kind of
Awesome.
like the common sense approach. I mean, it's it's a lost common sense, but treat those that have gone before with respect. I mean, that used to be a common sense kind of thing. And
Absolutely.
a lot of people, especially nowadays with what all the boutique cremation burials, do this, do that, whatever.
Yeah.
They've
Become a
taken death
tree.
and sold it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. And I mean, spirituality is a kind of a beautiful thing. Spirits are beautiful. And I just think that we need to give them more respect. I'm grateful to work with a group of wonderful paranormal investigators. Our team is amazing, great women that have kind of absorbed the philosophy of when we approach spirits, especially when we're investigating, we treat them with respect and we bring offerings. Like you have to bring offerings and show your gratitude. Treat them like they're still alive because they really are. In some ways, they're
Mhm.
more alive than we are.
Right. So tell us about your group.
Man, my group is amazing. I work with, well, we have Chris. She is co-founder of the group with me. We call her the antagonizer because sometimes we reach those difficult spirits that just don't want to talk, but she has methods of making them talk. We have Mandy, who is one of the most gifted psychic mediums I've ever worked with. She just keeps us in line and helps point us in the right direction when we lose our way. And then we have Kelly, who is she's MUFON. She is into ufology and interdimensional beings, and she's really kind of big on the Hopi thing, like the Blue Star Kachina story and the emergence philosophy and how my people are so connected to the stars. So it's neat working with people that have different ideas than I do and keep me grounded in some ways. They're just
Mhm.
great
Right.
ladies.
So do you guys do private cases, or do you travel to investigate?
We do a little bit of both. We just got back from New York State where we stayed for 3 days and 3 nights in a very interesting little cottage there that's kind of being hyped up on TikTok. Nice investigation, very active. I think we came to conclusions that other investigators hadn't come to, and we were the first team to be able to spend the whole entire time without tapping out before we were supposed to. But like I said, we came with wine and strawberries right away, and it was like, we're just here to talk, man. We're not here to kick you out. We're not here to antagonize you. Let's just have a conversation. But we also do private residences in as many public locations as possible. Most of the time, people just call us in to see like what's going on in their location, and we try and help them out.
So tell us about some crazy stuff on the privates. You know I was going to go there. We get asked the same question all the time, so I get to ask somebody else for once.
Well, I don't know. They're all kind of unhinged and kind of crazy. And, like the whole ride from New York, we're sitting in the car talking about everything. It's like, if anybody heard what we were talking about, they would go, "You guys are absolutely insane. Like that is crazy talk." So there was this rock in this location that had apparently been part of a Native American ceremonial site. It had a vibrational frequency between like 50 and 20 hertz or 20, 18 and 20 hertz is what it was. Let me backtrack. So 18 and 20 hertz is what it was vibrating at. It was definitely at that phantom frequency level. It was neat registering that. Our psychic said, there's something in that. And so it was a matter of we just did what we could to kind of ramp up the energy and talk to the spirit of the rock. And we nicknamed him Rocky. He was pretty interesting, very informative. And he said pretty much like, hey, if you have any questions about the universe, I'll answer them for you. And when you're in that position, you don't realize, free Rocky, yeah. You don't realize that when you're in that scenario, all those questions about the universe that you would like to ask, your mind goes blank. You don't know what you're going to ask. We were
I
more
bet.
concerned about like, how are you doing? Are you happy being in this house? Do you want to go somewhere else? Like, what's up for you, man? Like, we're here for you. So that's kind of weird. We talked to a rock.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
Why
it.
not? I mean,
One of our other speakers talks to trees.
Hey, the trees have a lot to say.
She
When
said
people
that.
tell you, when you have problems, you definitely tell them to the trees. Like, they will handle it for you.
She was here and sitting in, and you'll have to go in Congo Square in Armstrong Park. And I had dinner with her later. She said, I just sat there and talked to trees. I thought, okay, well, what do trees have to talk about? Tell me all. I mean, but it's just energy, right?
Right, it is. It is. And they do communicate through mycelial networks. But we forget that every other thing on this planet probably does have a vibrational frequency and they have ways of communicating as well. And
Mhm.
I mean, in the laboratory, you can register it scientifically. You just take these things in the lab and you can say, hey, this is vibrating at this frequency. And wow, how cool is that? We didn't realize that rocks maybe were more than what we thought they were.
So what do you use to get the vibration frequencies when you're out?
Well, we use a lot of equipment to register not only vibrational frequencies, but radio frequencies, electromagnetic fields, air quality, and stuff like that, because the goal is to debunk. It's not so much to go find the paranormal or to find what's there. If we do find something, I feel like the debunking process that we go through is so rigorous. If we do find something, then it's more tangible and people will believe it a little bit better.
Mhm.
And, I just think it's a good thing to do. But we do use meters to, you know, flesh that out. You can just like basically you plug it into your computer and you can just register it. And there's a lot of even apps out there that can register vibrational frequency as well as what the decibel level is, which we
Okay.
ran into before too on a case we debunked. Like the dude was for sure it was demons, and we were like, but is it really? And it was all a tower fan, just kind of like the experiment that they had in England in the laboratory where they discovered the vibrational frequency or like the fear frequency. And
Okay.
yeah, he had that going in his house. It was a loud decibel. You could feel it. Your whole body was vibrating and shaking. And it just took a minute to figure out where that point of origin was for that frequency and why the decibel level was so high.
Wow. So have you done any demonic cases?
I don't believe in demons. I
Okay.
just don't. I believe that there are some maybe cantankerous spirits out there. And I think that a lot of non-human entities operate by a set of rules that we don't necessarily understand. So we perceive it as demonic when maybe we just don't understand the rules that they work by.
Okay. Because they were never human.
They were never human and we don't understand their rules. Like if we can open those
Mhm.
lines of
right.
communication, then maybe. I mean, but I'm just saying what I believe, but I am from the land of the Yinagloshi, so to say that is kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but voodoo practitioners, they don't acknowledge what we would call demonic because they believe giving something a name gives it power, so they don't acknowledge it. So again, very similar.
That's a very good point. I think I like voodoo practitioners more and more that you talk about them.
You go meet one that's a vampire too. It's great.
I
He
can't
did our
wait.
he did our podcast shirtless. It was fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
I
It
like the
gets
that
sound
was
of
a good.
that.
But that was a fun interview anyway.
oh.
So
So you and Brandon are going to be part of a group that's going to share the stage. We're calling it Native American Spiritual Panel, but give us an idea of what we're going to be able to learn, because this is a realm that if you're not a member of a tribe or an active member of a tribe, you don't get this information. But
That's
depending
true.
upon where you are, you stumble into it and you might think it's X, but it's Y, right? Or you have no
Correct.
idea. So what do we
Correct.
get to learn from you?
Well, I think the foundation would be like my first lesson with the medicine woman on Second Mesa was just basic protection techniques. And most protection can be found in nature. Creator's given us everything that we need to protect ourselves. We just have to know how to tap into it and how to use it respectfully. So I would probably talk about proper ways to smudge, what to smudge with, what not to smudge with, and sage is the most misused medicine out there. So getting
Thank
the word
you.
out about that misused medicine. Also, little things like I always wear my ghost beads with me. These are just found in the desert. You just take a hike. They're on the ground. So basically, what they are is juniper berries, and juniper is a very sacred medicine to many of the nations in what we call Indian Nation out there in the Southwest because they're readily available, but for some reason they repel negative entities and kind of keep you safe. They also
Interesting.
prevent spiritual attachments. So nature provides everything. It's just a matter of how to tap into that, knowing what you're looking for, and doing it respectfully. Because you need to ask permission. You always have to get permission. And there's proper ways to get permission and how to know what the signs are that you have been given permission.
So you mentioned Second Mesa. I have a buddy that lives up there. You don't know Marvin, do you? That lives on
I
Second
don't know
Mesa?
Marvin. No, I don't. I don't get to go back very often, and I haven't been in a long time. But, so you lose connections with people and whatnot. My family, to
Understood.
be
Yeah, no,
perfectly
I get it.
clear, we're technically in exile. My grandmother made the decision to leave and to move to California. A lot of it had to do with her boarding school experiences, and we all know what those residential schools did. So her idea was to raise us as white people. But kind of hard when your family's on the Indian census forever.
Right.
So
Right.
just saying, you can't really bury that. She was very hopeful for me that I wouldn't follow down that pathway because my dad's white. Well, sorry. I'm the only one of all the grandchildren that did.
Sorry, I've got a little trolling going on in the old chat room here,
Mm.
so I'm trying to
I
handle
love
it.
trolls.
I mean, I
Trolls are
love trolls
fun.
too,
So
but not this one.
when
Oh, okay.
have you seen people make common mistakes that are not educated in Native American spirits and practices that think when they encounter something, it's one thing, but not another? Like what would a common mistake be?
Well, I think the number one mistake I see is when people encounter non-humans, they automatically assume demonic and treat the demonics forcefully. I think aggression, especially in the paranormal field when you're working with spirits, is not necessarily the proper approach. I
Right.
mean, a little antagonizing if need be, but you have to like figure out if the spirit's down with that. Like we've had some spirits that actually thought it was pretty fun with the antagonizing. If they don't think it's fun, don't play along with that. If you run across a non-human and it doesn't want to talk to you, don't poke the bear.
Right.
Right. Fair.
You talked about misuse of sage. I'm so glad you brought that up. Because I hear it here all the time. People call, I have stuff in my house. I use sage and I said, okay, let me finish your sentence for you. It got worse. Yeah, I don't understand. So give us some tips. Let's clear this sage thing up a little bit.
Well, sage is a two-part thing. First of all, sage is not to be used for the removal of any kind of entity. What sage is used for is for prayer and for clearing your energetic field. It is for your own personal smudge. Now, people that do use it, yes, it does work on spirits. However, this is the thing. What it does is it puts spirits to sleep. So basically, when you go in and you're smudging and you're forcefully like, get out of my house, get out, you're declaring war on these spirits. When they wake up from their little nap, they're going to be angry. And that's just basically it. Just use the sage for what it's intended for. And that's just prayer and cleaning your own energetic field. It works great
Mm.
for that.
Yeah. I had an acupuncture person tell me to smudge the parts on me that were most painful,
Yeah.
like an energy, like to get rid of an energy block, right? In those
Absolutely.
split parts. Thank you. Because it you see it everywhere, right? You see it for sale everywhere. These sage bundles, white sage, clear sage, 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 and everyone just automatically thinks, oh, that'll get rid of what's in my house. Like, no, that's not how that works. But how come you
No.
see this person do this? I'm like, because they're it's TV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want to get technical, you don't know how that person's day was going when they picked that certain sage and they put their energy into that sage. So you're just going to burn whatever bad energy they put into that sage that day. Like you're supposed to pick your
Absolutely.
own. I mean, but it
Mm-hmm.
makes what, $5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And that's another thing too, was it harvested properly? We don't know that. Like, was it just grown in mass and just marketed mass? Like, we don't know. Did you ask permission before you took it?
Hmm. So what is your suggestion for an alternative to what people think sage is for? So sage is not for clearing your house. What would you I mean, we have our recommendation, but I think it's location
Mhm.
specific, it's spirit specific.
It
So
is
what's
location specific, yes, and spirit specific, but also I try and work within, like if we're working in a private home, you have to work within the constraints of what the client believes. Otherwise, it's just not going to work.
right?
However, if you're in a place where they want it cleared and there is no constraint, I always recommend OSHA root with juniper. I think that that is the most powerful smudge you can use to get rid of negative entities, and you don't need to do it forcefully. You just let the plant medicine do its job.
Just let it burn. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, because belief is part of it, right? That's your
Absolutely.
strength goes there. And it doesn't really matter what that looks like to anyone but you, right?
Right.
As
Absolutely.
as long because that's where your strength comes in.
Absolutely. I mean, like for our team, we do use outside consultants because our strength definitely isn't in the realm of Christian practice, but we have two great outside consultants, Andre and Tanner. They come in. Tanner is studying to be a demonologist. He's a son of a minister. Andre is a gifted Christian psychic, and they help us with our Christian clients to remove what they need removed or handle what they need handled.
Mhm.
Makes sense.
So what was your draw? Chris wants me to ask you. I'm going to put it this way.
Well, here we go.
Okay.
It's like I'm buckled in. Let's go. He wants me to ask you, what was your draw to being a part of this Paracon?
Well, that is a deep question. I love New Orleans. I don't live that far from it. I spend
Mhm.
some time in New Orleans. As a matter of fact, the hotel you are holding the Paracon at is my favorite hotel to stay at.
Yay!
So every time I go there. It just seemed like the universe was just telling me now's the time. Reach out and see if maybe you have a chance. And here I am, man. I still can't believe it's happening, and the team is super excited. I can't wait for the world to meet these ladies. They are ready for New Orleans, and I hope New Orleans is ready for them because they are something else.
It'll be interesting when you guys get out on the ghost hunts to see because New Orleans was founded on sacred trading ground.
It was. Yes.
We were never supposed to live here.
See, I've always felt, and this is a weird thing. My first time going to New Orleans, it was a long time ago, but there was almost like a magnetic pull to New Orleans. And it to me, like I might be wrong, but to me it feels like it sits on some kind of nexus. And New Orleans doesn't really let you in until New Orleans feels like you are ready for New Orleans. You know,
Mhm.
New Orleans is very wise, and it's not about whether you want to be there, it's whether New Orleans feels like you're ready.
Yeah.
So I'm just grateful she let me in.
I
Super
mean,
excited.
I can agree with that because we see a lot of people thrive here or fall on their face. There's very little in between. It
I
it
can
it
see
really
that.
does. Yeah. And the energy
I
here
can
is
see that.
very heavy because I
It
think it's
is.
intense. It's not
It's very
bad.
intense. Mm-mm.
It's intense.
I have to say it
Um,
kind of made me happy being there. Every time I'm there, I'm very happy when I'm there. But you can sense that there's a lot going on there. There is a whole lot. It's probably too much to unpack. So maybe I just kind of compartmentalize it at a, each visit it's like kind of compartmentalize.
a
But
little
I
bit
mean,
more.
it's just it's a wonderful place. There's no place like it on earth.
Yeah.
And I come from another place where there's no place like it on earth either, too. So that's a
Well,
lot saying
and
that.
Chris is Native American.
I didn't know that.
He is.
Wow.
He is Southern Cherokee.
Wow.
The Kentucky, but he is. He can't, because he's Southern Cherokee, he can't get a card because it's not recognized. But
Mm.
yeah, it's a real big thing for him that he's part of that. And I think he's going to be very interested to learn from both of you, the whole panel. And I think your panel is going to be that room's going to be full.
I
I
think
hope
it's really
so.
cool. I'm excited to meet Brandon, like one on one. Like I really want to pick your brain about a whole lot of things. I've seen your podcast, and I know about you. You don't know about me, but I've been like, oh my gosh, Brandon, I want to pick his brain. Like how cool. And I heard you have some Menominee coming down. It's so funny. My husband is from Wisconsin. He used to party with the Menominee on the reservation. I'm
Oh
like
my God.
stoked. There's like 6 degrees of separation. I think New Orleans is just like finally like, girl, you've been here a long time and it took you a long time to finally get with the program, but now I'm letting
Oh,
you
funny.
in and it's going to be fun.
So I'm from Wisconsin too.
Are you really shut the front door?
I
My
am.
husband is
I was
from
waiting on that
Shawano. He's
one.
just
I
south
was
of,
waiting.
yeah, he's south of Green Bay, where he's from.
Where?
Shawano.
Shut up. I'm south of
No,
Green
for
Bay
real.
too, Manitowoc. No way.
Shut up. It is a small world, Jen.
Shut
Holy
up.
cow.
Oh no, you shut up. Shut
No, you
up.
guys shut up. Oh my God.
No, for real, Brandon. Shut
Gosh.
up,
When did this
Brandon. For
become
real.
sorority girl talk? We went there, didn't we?
I
Oh my
love
gosh,
it.
for real.
No
just
one
gonna
do
sit
the sorority girl scream.
I'm
'Cause
just
it
gonna
might
sit
break-
back and produce. Y'all go at it. This is fun.
It's
Oh my
all right,
God, is he a
Brandon. We love
Packer
you.
fan?
Oh my gosh, we call him the cheese whiz because like when they're doing bad, he puts the cheese on his head and he like does this little thing and they do something good. So we call him the cheese whiz.
He owns cheese apparel. I do not own any cheese apparel. I've never owned. Oh crap! I was going to use that for our game later. I'll think of something else. I've never
Well, there
owned
went
a piece
that
of
one.
cheese apparel.
Yes, we have cheese apparel in my house.
Okay, I like you already. Oh my God!
I know this is awesome. We're gonna have the
Brandon's
best
like,
time.
On the next 9021, and fuck it.
Paranormal 90210.
Paranormal 90210. Oh my God. Jeremy. I don't know.
It should be a thing. It should
Yeah,
be a
right.
thing.
Why not?
Where's our peach pets?
I know, right? Girl, honestly. Sorry, Brandon.
Brandon's gonna put us on commercial break soon.
No,
For
no.
real.
This is the easiest night I've had in a long time. Please continue.
Yeah, no, so I'm super stoked about the Menominee being there. Anyway, so yeah,
And those guys are great.
I bet they are. I can't wait.
Super fun. Super fun.
So
Just-
give us some history on. So tell me the tribe again. That you're
Okay,
bloodlined
so
to. I guess is a
we
power.
are, so my lineage is Hopi and Kiowa, which if you enter Second Mesa from the Navajo reservation, it says Hopi Kiowa Reservation.
Yep.
So it is blended. A lot of that was done because during, I guess, the Spanish wave of the things that happened in this country, the Navajo and the Hopi kind of went at it. But the Kiowa Reservation in New Mexico is on the east end of what is now the Navajo lands, and then you have the Hopi Reservation on the other side. So they intermarried between the tribes in order to kind of keep the border secure.
Yep.
And that's my lineage, Hopi and Kiowa, the peaceful people and the people who helped with the Great Pueblo Revolt of 1680. So, you need little warriors with the peaceful people.
I love the Hopi Nation. I met Marvin, the guy I was talking about that lives on Second Mesa. the first time I rafted the entire Grand Canyon, he was out there with some of the young guys from Second Mesa, and it was me and a bunch of disabled veterans. And he came over and blessed our ride down, gave us the Roadrunner feathers for good luck, and did the whole nine
Oh,
yards.
cool.
And I talk to him all. Well, I try to talk to him all the time. You know how the internet is on the Mesa. There's none.
Yeah, you're lucky to get it, right. Last time I was there, I was
Right.
trying to find the enrollment office, and you literally had to ask directions because there's no GPS there. Like, you're not getting any internet
Wow.
whatsoever.
No. But let's not be, I mean, it's a very, very poor reservation. I want people to know, like, this man has to go get his own water at the bottom of the mesa and bring it up for the rest of the people. They
That
don't
is the
have running
truth. When I
water.
was a little girl, we did the same thing. We would go when I was at Grandma and Grandpa's, we would have to go to what they call the watering hole. You go to the
Yep.
watering hole in the truck and you fill up your things and you had water. And you had to be
Yep.
very careful on how you used your water. But the good thing is you learn how sacred water is and how important it is to have clean water.
I just thought that was odd. I'm over here in the Cherokee Reservation, Eastern Band, and I mean, water's not a problem at all.
No,
So it
definitely
just
not.
sort of it caught me off guard, I guess. But it is what it is.
No, it is what it is. But I mean, hey, good experiences. I love the desert. Every time I'm there, I'm just the happiest person you could ever imagine. I don't care if I have to go to the watering hole.
Yeah.
You make friends with like the lizards, and I love lizards. A few snakes here and there, and every now and then you make friends with the coyotes.
Yeah. I
Friends
love
with the
the desert.
coyotes. I've never y'all have to teach me some desert survival. I've not. I mean, I grew up in the woods, so
I don't know about survival. I guess I do because of the Marine Corps. That's
Yeah.
just never mind.
Yeah, you do.
I was like,
you know,
You
shut up.
know a little survival.
just
There
a one
we
or two thing. So, what got you started into the paranormal, Raven?
It was one of those weird things. I had some when I moved here to the Gulf Coast, I had some weird experiences in the house I was living in, and I thought I might be going crazy, and then I feel like spirit sent me a sign because I was scrolling through the internet and there was a listing for, hey, we're looking for paranormal investigators. And I was like, yeah, I'll give that a shot. And 15 years later, here I am with my own team and we're doing our own thing. So, you know, weird things happen. You see some shadow beings and you just want to know what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely want to know if you're going crazy or not. That's for sure.
Oh, I already know I am. Like,
I think we're all unhinged. Let's face it. Like, we're all a little bit cuckoo.
I mean, ever since CERN destroyed our timeline in 2019, nothing has been right. I said it. 29
No doubt,
poems. I
though.
know, Jay, bro. As much as I hated 29 Palms, California, I loved it at the same time. I'm sorry.
29 Palms was good. When I was a little girl, I was in the 4th of July parade, and we had the Marines from. So my grandparents had a cabin in Yucca Valley. So I
Okay.
know where that is. Okay,
Yeah.
we went
Yep.
digging turquoise in a turquoise mine out there. It was really cool. So yeah,
Yeah.
good times out there in the
I
desert.
mean, it was cool if you weren't on the Marine Corps base. That base.
Hey, I was
sucked.
a little 7-year-old majorette right in front of the Marines for the 4th of July parade in 29 Palms. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, well, nice. Nice.
Aw. Someone's coming in. So, what do you guys have coming up with your group? Other than New Orleans Paracon July 31st of August 2nd.
Be there. It's not a
We
scam.
have,
Clip that.
Clip that.
dude, I was like, why are the prices so cheap? That is crazy. Seriously. But so in March, we have a very busy month. We are kind of taking February off because we have 1,000 hours of evidence to review from our last investigation.
Hmm.
Yeah, 3 days, 3 nights, cameras running 24/7. You're definitely going to have a lot of evidence to review. So after evidence review, we are going to be doing CoastCon, which is a sci-fi convention, but they're bringing us in to do like a little booth where we let people try out our paranormal equipment, try the Estes method. We're going to be at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, which is kind of known to be haunted. We've investigated it before, so It's interesting. They're going to catch some stuff on Estes. And then we are going to be in New Orleans investigating the Hotel Monte Leon at the end of March.
Oh, wow. Who are you doing that with?
We are doing that with Misty Gaither.
Okay. Nice. That'll be fun.
Yep.
I know
I'm
that
excited.
name.
I'm super stoked.
I know that
I don't know,
name,
Jen. We're kind of in
Misty.
a sorority now. I should like stop and get
No.
coffee or something.
So, okay, you said Estes method a couple times, and we also do this on our public hunts from time to time. Tips and tricks for Estes that you use.
Tips and tricks. Well, you know, Estes can be overwhelming your first time. It's
Mhm.
very disorienting, and people don't understand how disorienting it can be. And also looking for the patterns. You have to find patterns and voice recognition, because usually if you're hearing the same voice over and over, you have to discern whether it is radio station or whether it is spirit. And the white noise is the big factor for me. It's kind of a thing my grandma used to work with. She could hear things in white noise. She would often pick up the phone and be like, I got messages, and I'll be like, Grandma's crazy. And here I am older going, Grandma wasn't crazy.
Right.
So, yeah, Estes, I don't know if I have any tips and tricks, because every time I do it, I don't know how we come to what we come to, because usually I'm a one under and I'm very disoriented. And I just come out and go, I got to review the evidence before I just decide one way or the other. But when your equipment's matching what you're saying, it's kind of weird how coincidental that is.
Right.
Yeah. So, because we do it, and I've started playing Would You Rather.
Oh my gosh. How cool is that?
So because they're going to, it's a game. You keep it light, right? And we've gotten some just hits that were just you can't debunk it. There's no way unless the person could hear you and is not admitting that they can. There's no way.
Right. I know. How does that even happen?
One girl said the word, we had a post on it that said kangaroo. That was one of the choices. I mean, what a weird word to hear.
It is weird. And you hear that, and it's so weird.
And it's so that's been my little thing lately. It's just because questions are hard on investigations.
They are hard. Super hard. Like you run out of things to ask. It's like, what am I going to ask next?
Because you don't have that physical person in front of you nodding and acknowledging and body language. And it's like the person, it's almost sometimes the energy that doesn't want to talk to you. Sometimes you feel, so people who've never done it before. And to me, I think that asking the questions and using spirit boxes are the two hardest things for people. To me.
I think you're right.
Because that random white noise, I was telling Brandon earlier, we have a linear sweep and one of their supernatural inks MCOMs. And it's interesting how the spirits, some prefer one over another.
Yep.
I know. Why is that? What's up with that?
Chalk it up to iPhone and Android.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah.
You don't know.
Mm-mm.
Maybe one's easier to manipulate for the spirit over the other. So yeah, we do. I do carry.
Or maybe it's because it's from Supernatural Inc. I'm just saying. Supernatural Inc. is a wonderful company of Kansas City.
I've heard about them. I heard they're pretty awesome.
No, they're not.
Where's my ink box?
They're not pretty awesome.
They are.
Okay, there's some dude named KD Stafford. Nobody's ever heard of the dude. Nobody cares about the guy. He hadn't even been in a show worth of crap. But he makes some pretty good boxes.
Yeah, they do.
All right, then.
Sorry, that's my best friend. I can say that.
Yeah. Well, we have 3 waiting on the 4th. We have 3 boxes from them. But the ink box is linear. It's not random. But what I like about the ink box is you can switch to shortwave.
Yep.
It's the only spirit box I've ever used that you can switch to shortwave, which is its own other little thing, phenomenon.
That is super cool.
Yeah, and that, so I mean, I'm sorry, we went off.
And we've got more than that coming out soon.
Shamakan.
Shamakan.
Sorry.
Shamakan.
But I think so I think that isn't that that's nice to have like two different things to see, like, what can the spirits, because we often wonder what makes us think a spirit should automatically know how to use a K2. What makes us think a spirit should know how to REM pod works?
Well, they don't. They know
They
how frequency works because they
right.
are frequency.
So then I feel like you go to what you put out and see what's blinking the most, and okay, that's what's easy, and it's different every time, right?
No, it is true. It's very true. We use a Flux 2 sometimes, and that thing almost never goes off, but every now and then, it's the only thing that does go off, and it's like, "What the
Mhm.
heck's up with that?" Like, "Why are you going for the little triangle when all this other stuff is really cool and a lot of blinky blinky and noises?"
Mhm.
Right.
Do you okay, so question. So how do you as I'm asked this a lot. How do you work with a new piece of equipment? What's your process? Do you have like a spirit guide with you that you ask, could you figure this out and tell the other spirits? What's the process? You smile at me.
My process is very heathen. I sit at home and I monkey with it till I figure out how it works. And then so when we introduce it into investigation, it's just on a trial run type thing. Exactly. Tanner's right. You hope and you pray it works. And if it doesn't work, you keep trying until you figure out how it works. But I would never use that as a first line of defense. When we're using new equipment, we always have like three other things until
Mhm.
we figure out that piece. And once we figure it out, then we move on to the next. So I'm just kind of, I don't know, trial and error, just like FAFO type girl there. Just
I
saying
like
Gen
it.
X, Gen X. We
I
we
like
yeah, we
it.
FAFO. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's how I've gotten through most of my damn adult life.
I feel you,
FAFO.
Brandon. Look,
Yeah,
us Gen Xers, we know it's rough. It is rough. You got all that FAFO from growing up. Just
right.
saying.
No
Yeah,
helmets.
buddy.
No
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 helmets,
helmets.
and we
And it shows
survived.
though. Now it shows. Like how many of us in Gen X are paranormal investigators? We clearly had no helmets.
We still
True.
don't. It's a whole
But
lot of
we
look what I can do. Yeah. Okay.
it is. It is.
Brian, Gen X. Yes, yes. So, so we wanted to play a game with you. And
Okay.
I think this one's gonna take some time, because I think that if we play the one Brandon suggested today, someone's gonna want to know the story behind it. Don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
I think
mean,
there's some good stories.
probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah.
So,
Let's do it.
because I
Let's
thought of
do it.
three, and my husband got it
Okay.
wrong. I gave you a little warning so you could come up.
Yes, you
No,
did.
20 years this November, and he got it wrong. He
Mm,
listens
mm,
like a man.
mm.
It is
It,
like a man.
it's fine. But I gave you a little warning
I'm
so you
sorry. I
could
wasn't
come up with
listening.
a good
What'd you
one.
guys say?
Wait, what?
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 So we're going to play two truths and a lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to start with you, my dear.
Oh, with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies first.
So I guess all my stuff will be wrapped into like one thing. So my career before I started doing paranormal full time, I worked in the casino industry. I know it's so cliche, feather Indian in the casino industry, but I had a really cool job. I was a manager for VIP services. And so I got to meet famous people. That was my job, taking care of famous people.
Okay.
The funniest part is so here in is what kind of happened. So one time I was at work and it was opening night of our casino resort here on the coast. It was a big casino resort from Vegas. And I'm stressed out because we have pulled trigger sculptures, all this kind of crazy stuff. And I'm in the service elevator. We saw a lot of construction workers in the hotel. So these scruffy dudes start singing to me in the elevator. And they sing to me all the way down, serenading me into the lobby. And they said, "Hey, you're kind of cute. You shouldn't be stressed out being that cute." And I was like, okay, whatever, and blew it off. It was Alabama, and I didn't know. I had no clue it was Alabama. And then, so I was assigned to take care of course, the VIP suites, and there was this short little dude, and it happened to be Al Pacino. And they were here on the coast filming The Insider. That was back in the olden timey days in the 1990s, last century. And anyways,
Stop it.
stop it. He had the
Stop.
weirdest, like little kinks. Like he liked frozen grapes. So I had to put all his little grapes. They had to be green grapes, and they had to go in his freezer. And he had this thing about his
Magically,
bed
his
linens.
grapes are still frozen to this day.
I know, right?
Mm-mm.
But
Wow.
anyways, so anyhow, he had these kinks about like his linens had to be changed every day, but he couldn't use hotel linens, so he brought his own linens with him. But he's super short, and I didn't realize that because he looked so big on screen. And then another time we had Joan Jett headlining.
Nice.
I know, I love Joan Jett. I'm a big fan. But nobody
Yeah.
told me she's a vegan. So we were not prepared for her suite because we had no vegan food options to give this woman. So I'm in the kitchen having to make vegan peanut butter fudge. And I took it to her, and she thought I was the cutest thing, and she loved my fudge, and she wanted to date me.
Aw.
So which one is true?
Okay. Joan Jett's thin as a rail. Okay.
I'm saying the Al Pacino one's true.
Yeah. I'm
Like that just fits. But fuck, oh, it's been long enough. I can say fucking now. Fucking Joan Jett is Joan Jett. So you just don't. That's the curveball. See, that's the.
I saw
curveball.
her at Summerfest in Milwaukee. Saw her perform. She's thin. Like she's thin. My whole family's thin though, and they're not vegan. I'm going with Joan Jett's The Lie.
So we're
The
supposed to
truth
pick out
is-
the truth or the lie.
Oh, I thought it was 2 truths and a lie.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
and
So
she-
so there were 3 stories because I got
there she get 3
serenaded
stories.
by construction workers that turned out to be Alabama.
Oh,
The band Alabama serenaded me in the elevator.
see, now that's a good truth. I swear I would have went with Pacino. Like that just makes
Well,
sense.
Pacino is true. That's true. Pacino is true. Joan Jett is definitely a vegan, but Alabama did for sure serenade me. Yes.
No!
So the whole thing about Joan Jett was she is a vegan, but we were prepared, and I did not have to make her the fudge. My waiter
didn't
made
make
her
the
the fudge,
fudge.
and
Nice.
never even met her. Never went to her room.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, hello everyone. That is amazing. You do
It
meet
is amazing.
a lot of celebrities. I mean, we do here. Are you all ready? Are you all ready?
Hey, are you ready?
Mine don't have stories. I'm just
Okay.
gonna hit you with some shit.
Mm.
Sounds
Are
like
you
my
ready?
first marriage. What? Go ahead.
Okay. I taught Eric Clapton how to eat a crawfish.
Mm.
I shaved my eyebrows off completely when I was little. I can recite the alphabet backwards, letter by letter, in less than 10 seconds.
Ooh. Wow, they all seem so real.
I don't even. Okay, let's see.
She's in New Orleans. Like, it's totally plausible she did teach, Eric Clapton to eat crawfish. I could see that happening. Like, I don't know.
Can you say them one
You
more
look
time?
smart too. You look smart. I don't know. Maybe the ABC thing is.
I'm
I
gonna
thought Eric
employ a
Clapton-
different tactic. Say it one more time for me.
I taught Eric Clapton how to eat a crawfish. I shaved my eyebrows off completely when I was little. I can recite the alphabet backwards, letter by letter, in under 10 seconds.
The alphabet one is a lie.
I'm leaning towards that too because I totally see you teaching Eric Clapton how to eat a crawfish.
Yeah, I can see
I
that.
did. I
Yeah.
did.
Mm-hmm.
But the eyebrows are the lie.
What?
I could just see you like just mom. Is mom watching? Mom,
I
come
didn't
on.
see it.
Like I could
Well,
totally
being
just see
feisty, I could have
you.
seen that. Like I would have seen that because you seem kind
Well,
of
no,
feisty.
but
Like you would have
what
done
I
that.
did do is when I got glasses when I was little, I cut my eyelashes. Then my mom did that. She's like, "Oh my God, what did you do?" Because my eyelashes are super long. They're thin, but they're long. But yeah, no, the alphabet thing's true.
Oh,
That's the
wow.
one my husband thought was a lie too. That is the one. He said, "Prove it." So I had to do that for him.
That's because okay. Hey,
I'll do it. You want me to do it?
no, yeah.
Okay. Ready? ZYXWVU TSRQP ONMLKJI HDF EDCVA.
That's amazing. I mean,
damn.
I know you look smart. That's why I thought it was a lie because you look smart.
We had a
Cray
fifth grade
cray.
teacher that was one of the things to help us with memory and make memorizing stuff fun. That's one of the things we got to do.
That is awesome.
My fifth grade class from Sacred Heart, Manitowoc, Wisconsin, with Sister Pam can all do it. There was
What?
10. There's 10.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
There's 10 of us. If they all remember, I've never forgotten. Yeah, my husband, that's the one he picked. He thought the
I was
eyebrows
like, well, you got me.
Come on, Brandon, you can do it.
Hell, I didn't even prepare, and this was my game. Oh, damn it, boy. I graduated college, top of my class, in engineering. I've been blown up twice. Me and Gary Sinise met a couple times, but I know Gary Sinise.
I kind of feel like you got blown up. I kind of feel that. And I kind of feel you did meet Gary Sinise. So I would guess number one is not true.
See, it's unfair because I know information about Brandon that I know. Not
I
maybe
know,
the
but I
number.
threw in a lot of truth, but reworded it.
Yeah, the blowed up part is true. How many times I don't know. The Gary Sinise, Brandon knows a lot of people. He doesn't really talk about it. I'm going with the first one too. I think he graduated with engineering. I think he's smart, but I don't know if it was actually top of the class. So I'm going to go with the one is the lie and the other two are true.
I got a semester of college. So yeah.
What?
Oh,
and it wasn't engineering, but I burnt myself out. I was going 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. 3 days a week, and I was doing like computer programming and a bunch of stuff. So that's when I joined the Marine Corps after I didn't like college. So yeah, no.
Did any of us like college?
I'm thinking about going back though because I'm bored, I'm retired, and I like to learn things. But I don't know that I want to go to any colleges here in the U.S.
Online.
I'm looking.
I'll be honest with you. So I did adult learning. So I had some real bad stuff at my senior year of high school, and I was made to go to college, and I was not mentally ready for a lot of reasons. So my first year of college, my GPA was 2 point something, like maybe even 1.8. Lost a bunch of scholarships. Next year I went to a 2-year, did fine, got my almost 3 point. And then I took a break, and then I found adult learning was better. I really did.
Just, you
appreciate it.
I try to. Well, yeah, and I try to study like the stuff that I can learn on my own. I'm more proud of than the stuff that I don't. Okay, so knowledge is what you get in the university. You can spit and regurgitate somebody else's wisdom, but you don't have any wisdom coming out of college. You don't gain wisdom until you get out there and actually do it. And the biggest thing about just